I'm Brandy. For y'all that have told me that I'm the strongest person, I honestly think you just heard the voice of the strongest person in this state right now. For the last 15 years, I have lived less than a mile away from Reggie's. As y'all know, for decades, Reggie's has served minors alcohol. They used to frequent the corner store, and right across the street with their underage bands, stoned out of their mind, drunk, walking in the stores, asking for more alcohol, and the store owners and their cashiers would see their bands and tell them to leave. If things were done the way they should have been done decades ago, Maddie would still be here today. And for the kids that think this is a joking matter, most of y'all know I have a brain and a skull that looks like I had a frontal craniotomy from the effects of what alcohol can do to somebody. So please, for the sake of future victims to alcohol, underage or otherwise, pass this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Melissa. But we did have, I overlooked, we had one more witness wanting to testify in favor of this bill. So if you could let Ms. Melissa come to the table, I appreciate it.
I forgive you. I know you see me all the time. So
The card got shuffled up in the other
okay.
cards there, so thank you.
To say that I thought I was the only one that had the experience I had in 2017, I'm mind blown right now. But Chairman Smith, Vice Chair Tarver, and fellow Louisiana citizens, I'm here today asking you to support SB 187 by Senator Caleb Klein-Peter relative to cremation of bodies. Sitting in this committee, at this table on this subject is hard. In 2015, I sat in the back of this room as my mom sat at this table advocating for survivors of domestic violence. Senator Tarver was in this committee, and I'm sure he probably remembers that day. Though I know some of what she endured, it was the first time she publicly mentioned certain experiences with me in the same room. I sat in the back left corner of the room, choking back tears. I knew I was blessed with an unbelievably strong human for a mom, but she even hadn't publicly talked before 2015, other than when she did the Angela Hill show in 1992. I'm proudly guilty of starting off the applause that echoed throughout the room when she was done, and now y'all know why. The last 18 months of her life, with 3 inoperable brain aneurysms and 1 behind her eye, caused by domestic violence trauma, were challenging. Thanksgiving Eve 2017, I climbed through her living room window after calls, texts, and even knocks on her door, noticing her night latch was still attached when unanswered. I'm sure you can imagine what I saw. It was brutally traumatic for me, being that it was the second time I saw her lifeless. The first was in 1990 when I watched my dad strangle her and leave her to die. She had to be resuscitated after that. The last time I saw her lifeless was nearly a week after her fight with domestic violence trauma ended, and I had to go ID her body. Though she was found alone and her death wasn't expected to happen that day, the quote-unquote gold standard coroner's office in East Baton Rouge only stored her body the 6 days they had her before I had Green Oaks rescue her. Though it was a holiday, there was plenty of time to take toxicology and to perform an autopsy, since the coroner's job is to determine what causes a person's heart to stop beating. No tox screen to check cardiac enzyme levels, and no autopsy to rule out anything else. They put cardiovascular as her cause of death with nothing to back it up. I have proof it wasn't heart-related whatsoever, and they put me through hell to get it corrected. If sitting coroners are unable to do their jobs and treat families with dignity and respect, even when a death inconveniences their holidays, weekends, etc. Maybe they should be replaced by those who are willing to accept the responsibility of the office. Please support SB 187 so families don't have to endure additional challenges at the mercy of incompetent officials. And for those of y'all who don't know how I've spent Mother's Day for the last going on 6 years now, that's my mom's urn. And that's a picture of us taken at Mike Anderson's a year before I lost her. We were joined at the hip. Bo Clark needs to be reprimanded for the problem, not doing his job. I thought I was the only one, but listening to the lady that talked before me, I realized I wasn't. And what she went through happened the year after me. He doesn't want to do his job unless he has to be in the news about it. So he's pretty much forced to. And that needs to stop. Because I had to wait 10 weeks for my mom to be cremated for other reasons. But, I mean, we trust coroners to determine what causes somebody's heart to stop, even with everybody knowing my mom had aneurysms from being beaten in the head. You still supposed to do it, even when it happens on a holiday. I was in Walmart with my mom the afternoon before I climbed through her living room window. When they asked me when the last time I talked to her was 8:01 the night before, will be etched in my head forever. And they say they compassionate to our families. I promise you they're not. So y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Melissa. Thank you, and our condolences as well to you.